Leading election management body in sub-Saharan Africa and certainly beyond, because of our many years of meeting global benchmarks in elections management, we are committed to always ensuring that our processes promote the collective good of the country's democracy. Indeed, our motto, transparency, fairness, and integrity, has been guiding all the activities we undertake, including in matters that have indirect bearing on elections, such as in procurement and even in auction of our items. The 2024 voters registration exercise began on Tuesday, the 7th of May, at all the 268 district offices of the Commission, selected electoral areas, and some public universities. The Commission again regrets the technical challenges that registrants encountered in the first 2 days of the registration exercise. As a Commission, we did what we had to do by putting measures in place to ensure a smooth registration experience for our compatriots who have just turned 18 since the last registration exercise, and those for who one reason or the other have not been able to register as voters. We wish to use this opportunity to tell the political parties and Ghanaians in general that the technical challenges we had have been resolved, and the Commission believes anyone who wants to register as a voter should be able to do so in his or her district. The Commission welcomes constructive criticisms from the political parties and the civil society organizations that will go a long way to strengthen our work. Offline registration. Following the reports that came to the attention of the Commission on the second day of the registration exercise, we took the decision to direct our staff to switch to the offline registration mode to ensure all applicants in the queues get the opportunity to register. As a Commission, we prefer the online registration to the offline version because the online system ensures that those who have registered as voters do not get your chance to register again. The online system prevents double registration. However, with the offline registration, because the data is transferred after the registration, you can have instances where registered voters go to the registration centers to register again. At times too, because people have lost their voters card or they have forgotten where they registered as voters or have relocated, they try to register again. In these instances, our system will later identify their registration as double, thus making them ineligible to vote in the elections. We want to use this Let the Citizen Know platform to urge all those who registered either in the 2020 mass registration exercise or in the 2023 limited registration exercise not to attempt to register again as voters. Such persons will not be able to vote in the 2024 general elections. Discrimination. The Commission has no intention of favoring any particular regions, constituencies, or zones in this registration exercise. All such commentaries implying that the Commission has sent bad equipment to certain parts of the country, or frustrating the registration exercise in some regions or constituencies are championed by persons who are completely ignorant of the processes of the Electoral Commission, or by persons who deliberately want to undermine the reputation and the recognition the EC enjoys in the eyes of those who understand our processes. The Commission understands that the right to register as a voter is a fundamental political right that must be protected for all Ghanaians who are at least 18 years old and meet the requirements for registration. Consequently, it's unfortunate that some will accuse the Commission of discriminating against a section of Ghanaians in the registration exercise. We wish to use this medium to again assure all Ghanaians that the Commission is committed to ensuring that all qualified persons get onto the voters' register and vote in the December 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. It is in our interest to do so, and we take pride in the high percentage of our population who are registered as voters. Minors and non-Ghanaians. We continue to receive reports that minors and non-Ghanaians are being encouraged by certain persons who are members of political parties to register as voters. The Commission has seen a report from the Western region, specifically in Impoho, where some 2 persons who allegedly facilitated the registration of 5 minors have been apprehended by the police. We wish to use this opportunity to urge parents especially to dissuade their children who are less than 18 years from registering as voters. Similarly, we beseech the national leadership of the political parties to discourage the executives in the regions and the constituencies from transporting minors and foreigners to the registration centers. The objective of the Commission, as always, has been to have a credible register for the 2024 elections and beyond. We believe the political parties, as the main stakeholders in the general election, must be dedicated to supporting a credible register as well. As a result, we find attempts by parties to support the registration of minors and foreigners as completely unacceptable, and it is aimed at undermining the country's electoral democracy. We urge the police to apply the laws on those who have been apprehended to serve as a deterrent to others in the enterprise of facilitating the registration of minors and foreigners. We want to urge children who are less than 18 years that it is against the law for them to register as voters. Children, don't allow anyone to tell you to go and register and vote in the December 2024 elections if you are not 18 years. We have also noticed that the disturbances occurring at some of our registration centers is due to the fact that some people are doubting the ages of some of the applicants. This is the reason why the Commission has been advocating for the usage of the Ghana card, which has the date of birth and the nationality of the bearers of the card, and the abolition of the guarantor system. We are hopeful that in the next registration exercise, applicants will use the Ghana card as the means of identification. Let me use this medium to remind the agents of the political parties and general public that the challenge system embedded in the registration exercise allows the agents and those who qualify to register as voters to challenge applicants who believe are not qualified to register as voters. It is not your duty to physically prevent someone from registering. What you have to do is to go through the challenge process. Now, the regional breakdown of the registration so far. At the end of day 6 of the registration exercise, the following are the figures for each region. Greater Accra, 33,899, representing 13.5%. Northeast region, 6,928, representing 2.8%. Upper East, 10,646, representing 4.2%. Northern, 19,491, 7.8%. Bono region, 8,972, 3.6%. Bono East, 9,681, 3.9%. Volta, 12,190, 4.9%. Upper West, 8,474, 3.4%. Eastern, 25,625, 10.2%. Central, 27,984, 11.1%. Ahafo, 6,273, 2.5%. Ashanti, 44,232, 17.6%. Western North, 9,134, 3.6%. Oti, 7,259, 2.9%. Savannah, 5,261, 2.1%. Western, 15,100, 6.0%. The national total is 251,149. The national total is 251,149, meaning the Commission has been doing an average of 45,000 per day. Now let's look at some dynamics in this registration. Females and males registration. A pattern that has become a regular feature of this registration since the first day is that nationally we are seeing more females registering than males. So of the total 251,149, females alone constitute 135,898, which is 54.11%. and males are 115,251, which is 45.89%. First-time voters. First-time voters, those between the ages of 18 and 21, constitute the majority of registered voters in all the 16 regions. Nationally, they represent 88.02%. That is 221,066 of the total number of registered voters so far. Persons with disabilities. At the end of day 6, we've registered 400 persons with disabilities. These are the regional distribution of the persons with disabilities. Greater Accra 33, Northeast 13, Upper East 19, Northern 25, Bono 108, Bono East 13, Volta 14, Upper West 11, Eastern 20, Central 37, Ahafo 37, no, Central 37, Ahafo 4, Ashanti 27, Western North 9, Oti 20, Savannah 6, Western 21. So this figure of the total is 382, which constitutes 0.13% of the total number of registered voters. Now let's look at the forms of identification. The guarantor system continues to dominate the forms of identification used in the 2024 registration exercise, as in the 2023 exercise. This is something the Commission is not proud of because it is used by political parties and certain persons to facilitate the registration of unqualified persons, such as minors and foreigners. The current confusion at the registration centers is attributable to the guarantor system, because we are seeing many people who others are alleging they are minors and they are trying to register, and others are also insisting that we think you are not 18 years. So the table below shows the total figures and the percentages of the forms of identification for the first 5 days of the registration exercise. The Ghana card so far has been used by 98,926 applicants, constituting 39.39%. The passport has been used by 622 applicants, constituting 0.25%. The guarantor system has been used by 151,601 applicants, constituting 60.36%. Challenge cases. The challenge cases for the first 6 days of the exercise appear to be evenly distributed, although the numbers are high in some regions and low as well in other regions. In nominal terms, the Greater Accra region has the highest with 524 challenge cases, and the Northeast has the lowest with 9. As a percentage of the total registered in each region, the Volta region has the highest at 4.29%, and the Northeast has 0.13%, which is the lowest. The following are the challenge cases in each region. Greater Accra 524, Northeast 9, Upper East 37, Northern 130, Bono 43, Bono East 126, Volta 523, Upper West 106, Eastern 400, Central 274, Ahafo 117, Ashanti 341, Western North 53, Oti 140, Savannah 37, Western 75, giving us the national total of 2,935, constituting 1.17% of the total registered number of applicants. In conclusion, the Commission wishes to thank the media for their regular updates on the registration exercise. We know some of the media houses are focused on only the challenges, but a number of you have been highlighting the success of the exercise. We plead with you to use your platform to speak against the attempt by political parties and certain individuals to register minors and non-Ghanaians. Finally, I will say, may God, the good Lord bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you for giving us the needed attention. Is that it? Well, let's go with the questions. All.